This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Williams to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Love looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
60 red. Claws red. Fury yellow. Slide blue. Smash red.
To throw now. Here's Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Carroll. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Cut.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Roberts. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The Packers had 10-5 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Love. A short throw to Musgrave. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job to get their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
33, yellow. Ready?
Here's Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's red, cycle. Red, 38. 6, mega.
Love now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. Was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 50, green. White. Set,
Throwing. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Here's Ty Zentner now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. You look at this Packers defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carroll. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to...
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Following the interception, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
10 cycles. Blue 32. Edo blue. Claws red. Set.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. It's caught by Roberts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They get the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Let's go now. Ready.
On third down, this is Roberts. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on third and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Here we go. Set. 60 ready. Set.
Glove. A quick hitter complete. It's Roberts. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Blue striker. Ready, beauty, yellow. Hut.
To throw again on second down. Love. Room to maneuver at the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A good pickup there, 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
3-yard line.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal. At the 9-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Carroll. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Black shot, black. 90, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 2.
Let's go. Black 40.
Love from the gun. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a second and 2.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Roberts. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. 45. White. Hut, hut.
They run the counter. It's Roberts. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They need 2. Here's third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Set. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
13 yards. And the Lions first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
First down, Lions.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Stays on his feet. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen that we talk about for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Clements. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, Their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Love. He's up to the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on,
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. Here we go. 33, 6, Mega.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Packers punter. And a fake here. Drive snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Carroll. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Looking to throw. Carroll finding Williams once more. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Carroll. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Red, cycle.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Red 38. Drill green. Hut.
Back to throw. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 33. Yellow.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 10.
Love looking to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Set. Ready. 45. White. Blaster. 6. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Pause red. Hut.
Now Love. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Ready.
This offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Yellow. 43. Blue striker.
Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. Short throw to Musgrave. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to evades the tackler, and now some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clements. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Yellow, 22. Punt.
On 1st down, Roberts. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Roberts has it. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An audible here to get a new look.
Black shot.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Carroll. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Back to throw. Carroll. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
50, green. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Slide blue. White.
Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
33, yellow. Red, cycle. Set.
Love looking to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
He's across midfield, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
Here we go. First and goal.
First and goal, Detroit.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This is first and 10. Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
13 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Okay, ready?
Here's first down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one in the elements here in the snow. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now. 10, slide through. Set.
First throw in overtime for Love. That's taken in by Golden. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Come on, set. Green jack. Red, 38. Drill green. Hut.
Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
White.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black 40. Hut.
Love now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Intended for Luke Musgrave. brings up 2nd and 10.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Yellow, 40, ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Steel, black. Blue striker. Fury, yellow.
Now Love. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Carroll. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
43 round. Fury, yellow. Needle, blue. Black shot. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs going to try the middle. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks